Albo, read the headlines. Quote, gas supply shortage will blow up business. Quote, race to turn off the gas. Quote, absolute insanity. This is the push to rip out gas appliances and electrify millions of Australian homes in order to hit these bloody renewable energy targets. That incompetent ACT government has imposed an immediate ban on gas for new homes and businesses. The ACT government, incompetent. The master plumbers Australia are saying this will trigger job losses, energy price spikes, and the premature shutdown of billions of dollars worth of gas assets. And this is where the Albanese government is taking us. They want 5 million homes off gas to transition to renewables, which we don't have. This is madness. What did the master plumbers say? Insanity. Thousands and thousands of jobs will be lost and companies specialising in gas fittings will be forced to shut. It's the same story in relation to coal. The Albanese government forcing the premature exit of coal stations from the power grid before there is enough replacement generation being developed. And in the budget in Queensland yesterday, of course, they came down with the greatest surplus ever, all resulting in the export of our resources. We're being warned now of blackouts and price surges, but I've been warning on that for months and months. But Albanese and Bowen know everything. Greg Everett, the chief executive of Delta Electricity, which operates a coal plant at Vales Point, says simply, we're on the course to be short of sufficient energy capacity. It's simple. You can't run this country, households and businesses, on renewable energy. But Bowen tells us, and I've told you this a million times, we're going to have 22,500 watt solar panels included in the whole picture, put in place, 22,500 watt solar panels every day for 8 years to get to the renewable energy target, and 47 megawatt wind turbines every month for 8 years, and tens of thousands of transmission lines to get the renewable energy, if we can produce it, into the grid. And they've got to deal with farmers, plough up their farmland to put in these transmission lines. It's just unbelievable. I mean, how does this shortage of energy or the massive increase in energy prices improve productivity? Chalmers wouldn't know. If he did some homework, he'd know that wage increases without productivity, Mr. Chalmers, increasingly lock in inflation. You see, why, with all its weaknesses, and there were many of the Morrison government, why could the coalition between 2013 and before the pandemic achieve small annual wage increases and keep inflation low? Why? Surely the best wage increase for a worker is to pay less for his mortgage. There are many ways productivity can be improved, but not by putting employers in the industrial relations straitjacket being designed by Tony Burke. Of course, when we're talking spending, the government talks forever about spending on school education. Talk about education, just spending, school education, higher education and training. Can someone tell me how all this over the years has improved productivity? Our education system borders on being a farce. But this government doesn't understand, unless all the instruments of economic policy, that's monetary, that's interest rates, fiscal policy, which is spending, and wages policy, unless they're addressed together, we won't get inflation under control. And even then, without productivity, the economy is in a further bind. Albanese has to understand he got 32% of the vote to win government. Mortgage costs have doubled in the space of a year. Businesses are facing large increases in labour costs. So this mob think they can improve the economy, grow the economy, improve productivity by demonising and denying the very source of our continuing wealth, our natural resources. Why can't we have coal-fired power? We've got heaps of coal. Why can't we have gas-fired power? We've got heaps of gas. Why can't we have nuclear power? We've got heaps of uranium. We're an energy powerhouse, which has made us an economic powerhouse. But under Bowen and Albanese, where ideology replaces reality, we demonise that which made us economically powerful. That's called dumb. And Australians should not be supporting dumb governments. The trouble is, business to date has fallen into line with all this energy crap. They'd better wake up before it's too late.